So around this time, my dad was helping me with my homework after school. We go to the library in Passyunk, the free library of Philadelphia, and he would help me do my homework. You know, 4 times a week. We never went to the library on Friday. That's when we would eat out. We go to like Checkers or like McDonald's or Burger King. We would eat out there. This is when I used to eat meat. So my dad would take me, to the library to do my homework, and this is what I'm becoming a better student. I'm really applying myself. I'm really working hard doing my classes and everything, and I'm becoming a better student. So I told you, Mr. Green was removed as teacher. So the principal was teaching our class at one point. Our principal, I just call her the principal. I ain't gonna say her name. I don't have nothing wrong against her, but she was teaching our class. And then eventually they hired my brother's first grade teacher. Miss Comey was our teacher. Now, I'm just gonna tell you right now, all this shit I talk about white people on this channel. If you watch all the videos, you probably come to the conclusion that when I was younger, all I liked was white women. Not really. It's more of I just like feminine women and features of women that I like, that I deem attractive. I may have had a crush on my teacher and just didn't know it, but I probably did. So around like like I said, because me and her shared her birthday was the day after mine, so she is 49 today, and because she was born in 1975, I'm born in 1995. So she was our teacher, and she was she was a pretty good teacher. I did well in her class. Like I said, when she came in, a lot of the bullying just stopped. A lot of the bullying stopped. Um, we, cause she came in pretty late. She came around fall. She came around November and taught our class. Cause I wasn't getting bullied anymore, but people thought I was weird, thought I was stupid. People called me names, but I wasn't getting like hands put on me. So I remember around like the fall break for Thanksgiving, I just throw this in. So Thanksgiving comes around, and the last day before the break, I wanted to get perfect attendance, but I didn't come to school on the last day, because on the last day, the one before like a break, you don't really do any work. You just either watch movies or you just have fun. So I wound up like coming down to my dad's house. I didn't have a key. I would just knock on the door. Somebody would come open the door for me. But I brought the PlayStation with me, and I just would do this. This is when my OCD becomes a little noticeable, because I would always like, certain games have like soundtracks to them. I began to listen to the same song for more than an hour. So there were songs on the soundtrack that I remember. Madden '05. You had bands like The Hives, Hoobastank, Midtown. But this song in particular, Alive and Amplified by Sanuki, I think that's the name of the band. The whole Madden '05 soundtrack I know by heart. But certain songs like Broken Bones by The Hives, I would play that on repeat a lot. I didn't play the game. I would just I would always just play the songs on the game. But I also too, one thing I began to notice when I would because I didn't read at all, but whenever I would start something, like let's say I wanted to be like the perfect, when I would start like a story mode on wrestling, or I would like make a character on wrestling. If I did my character on wrestling, if I made a character and I didn't like how something was done later on, I would delete that character and start all over, and I would get so frustrated. I did it so many times, man. Um, but I remember that day, because we were preparing to go to New York for Thanksgiving, and we did go to New York, and this was wonderful because the movie of the year, Spider-Man 2, was based in New York City. It was based in New York, and let me tell you, we were in the we call it the borough of Brooklyn, because I remember when we got on the train, it said next stop Brooklyn Bridge, so I knew we were in Brooklyn, and we wanted to see the Macy's Day Parade. We missed the parade because his girlfriend was taking forever to leave the house because we didn't have a car. So I told you around this time, this is when I began to have interactions with Asian people. Just how my apartment smelled like fish and ass. We got on this bus that leaves Philadelphia to New York. It's like $20 to get on. That bus smelled like fish and ass and feet. And it was the beginning of, like I said, my sensitivities to smell, women wearing lipstick. And it was a little scary. Some of the music they were playing, everything was in their language, and it was just scary, like hearing like a lot of the songs that they were playing in their language. But when we got to New York, we were definitely in Chinatown, because everywhere was all the writing was in Chinese, and a lot of the foods just smelled bad to me. But I remember I had like some pretzels I wanted to eat, but I couldn't even eat them because the smell of the bus, and this lady had this fucking red bright lipstick on. I sat with my brother, and then I think my dad's girlfriend's daughter sat with some other dude. She was a lot older. She was like 3 years older than me. But we went to Central Park, played football. I got a little mad because I kept dropping the ball. What else? We played in the park. We did a little sightseeing. Whatever, it was a store called Strawberries, not Strawbridges, but Strawberries. Wherever that store was, that's where we was. And really, that we just did like a lot of sightseeing. We didn't really go nowhere in particular because we missed the parade. So because when we got home that day, we were eating like dinner, Thanksgiving dinner as a family. Well, we weren't like related to each other, but my half sister came over with her full-blooded sister, or her half sister. I think her name was Alexis. So I don't have nothing against her because I don't know her either, but she grew up with my half sister, and they came over because when I was younger, like I said, I used to talk to her. I had nothing against her when I was younger, but I haven't seen her since I was 9. See, they grew up together. I didn't grow up with her. Okay, I'm sorry. My half sister came with us to New York City. I forgot to throw that part in. So my half sister was with us in New York City, but like I said, we weren't really close to be hanging out, be socializing together. We weren't like that. We don't have that kind of relationship. We didn't have that kind of relationship because she was 18 at the time. And one thing I want to point out, and I made a video talking about this before, because this kind of concludes 04 a little bit. So we went to this Macy's, and if you want to know what Macy's I'm talking about, the Macy's where the security guard in Philadelphia was stabbed by a shoplifter. We went to this Macy's, and we got serviced by this lady, this dark-skinned lady. She looked a little middle-aged. She was servicing us for, I guess, like my dad's girlfriend wanted to buy perfume or something. I don't know what we were trying to get in there. But as we were leaving, and then this kind of fucked my day up. My dad was like, that's a man right there. And I just didn't process it right. I was like, that's a man? Because he was saying how no man has an Adam apple. She has an Adam's apple. That's a man right there. And that just fucked my day up because I was just like, that makes no sense at all. How is that a man? Like, how did that happen where he's a woman but also a man? And that just fucked my day up so much. And by the way, since we weren't really classified as good noodles, we weren't good kids, we didn't really get the gifts that we wanted. So for Christmas that year, I got SpongeBob the movie, the video game on PS2. I beat that game. My brother beat that game for me. He got SmackDown vs. Raw, the first installment of that game. He received a calculator. And my dad's sister, my aunt, maybe he got this before me, but he got this big ass book bag. I think I got this big ass book bag by her. One of them big ass book bags where you get like the handle on there. It's like a suitcase. Them diesel ass book bags. The ones if you ever watch like Daddy Class 5 School Survival Guide, that book bag boy, backpack boy. I got a big ass book bag. Cause my mom got me a FUBU book bag where the zipper broke on me. So I had to use that book bag. Nobody bullied me for that book bag, but it was just so big, man. It felt like one of them bags that you use to go to war with. But that concludes 2004. And maybe tomorrow I'll tell you about 05. But I told you all my likes, the music that I listened to. Usher was the artist of that year because I heard his music the most. The song Called Up, Confessions, and Yeah with Lil Jon. Ludacris, by the way, his song from the Red Light District, all them songs were pretty popular. That got my attention. And trying to think of any other CDs we had. My brother had a Chingy CD, the Jackpack CD. But that's about it. And because I wasn't listening to 50 Cent. There was no social media back then. So I told you, we didn't have a car to listen to music. But the songs that we heard at like sporting events, like baseball games, like Usher was the artist of that year. Now we heard somebody reciting that Get Back Ludacris song lyrics at school. Like somebody was saying, get back, you don't know me like that. That song I heard from somebody. But and the song Tipsy with I think it was Jay Qual or something. I thought they were saying everybody in the club getting chips, like potato chips. That's what I thought the song was saying. They were saying everybody in the club getting tipsy. I thought it was everybody in the club getting chips. That's what I thought they were saying. And Juvenile, that song, I Like It Like That. Slow Motion. That was another song of that year too. I heard. If I heard it in like a car, like that van they would take us to like trips in. If we didn't get on a bus, we'll get in like a van and they'll play music in there. If I heard a song in there, that was like a song of the year for me. Like I heard Juvenile, Jaquan, Usher, and that's about it. But yeah, that's it for that.